Hey everybody, and welcome back to Active Academy, Health at Home, Wellness at Work. So you might have noticed a couple of weeks ago that I had a wrist brace on while I was doing one of the videos. It's been a little bit now since that time, but because of what happened, I wanted to put out a video to help stretch out and loosen up your wrists after a long day at the computer. So I'll just quickly talk about why I had a wrist brace on in the first place. So I was at a conference for ATA, American Translators Association, and it was all virtual. And like any individual, I decided to kick back in my chair and watch the conference. And at one point I decided to try and take a note on my computer, and I twisted my hand like this because of the angle that I was at and tried to type my note, and I felt something shift a little bit, and after that I could not bend my wrist. Like, I could not do this. It was hurting too bad. So thankfully I have a neighbor who was able to take a look at it and put it back the way it was supposed to be. But from that experience I learned how important it is to really be having good posture, like I have talked about in my other videos, so shame on me for not listening to my own advice. But B, doing some really simple stretches after you've been working at the computer for a long time can help your wrists stay loose and stay flexible and do all the things that you need them to do. So with that, let's get into the little wrist exercise. So the first thing that you can do is spread your fingertips wide apart like this and hold it for 10 seconds. And then clench a fist and bring everything really close together for 10 seconds. And you just switch off and do that several times. The next thing that you can do is spread your fingertips wide again, place them, both your hands together just like this, have the fingertips at about your chin height, and then slowly bring your hands down and peel them apart as you go, kind of like that. And then you'll reverse the process and bring them back up, and make sure you're squeezing together that whole time. And you can do that several times as well. The next one that you can do is clasp your fingers straight out in front of you with your palms facing towards you and stretch like this. You'll feel it a little bit in your shoulders, but also in your wrists here. And you can also do this in this position. That's pretty easy. But when we reverse the process and we put our hands behind our back like this, it's a lot harder to do this. So just palms facing towards you again, all the way out behind you. And for both of those, you can hold them for 15 to 30 seconds. Make sure to go until you feel that stretch, both in your shoulders and your wrists, but not to a point where it hurts. The next one you'll do is you'll raise your hands above your head with your palms facing towards you, and you'll stretch up. And again, you want to go just until you feel a slight stretch in this top portion of your wrist, and hold that for 15 to 30 seconds. The next one is you bring one arm out in front of you, face the palm up towards the sky. You'll hold onto the fingertips with your opposite hand and pull it back towards you. So you should be feeling a slight stretch in here as you do that. And you'll hold that for 15 to 30 seconds as well, and then you can switch. Okay, and the last exercise we'll do, you put your hands out in front of you, put the top portion of both of your wrists together, and stretch your hands and your fingertips back towards you. And again, you should feel a slight stretch on the top portion of your hand. And then you just hold that for 15 to 30 seconds. And those are all of our wrist exercises. So hopefully you can find the time to do that, every couple of hours as you're working at your computer, and especially as you're typing for long periods at a time. Just taking your wrist through that full range of motion every once in a while is really going to help them loosen up and be comfortably positioned while you're typing. Make sure that you are using proper techniques when you are typing. I have a whole video about that I'll attach here and include a link to in the description below, so be sure to watch that and set up your work area so that you can have a happy, healthy spine and get all the work done that you need. Thanks so much for watching. Be sure to like this video, share it with your friends, and subscribe to my channel or follow me on Instagram and Facebook for more awesome content coming at you typically every Saturday.